Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian and Randy back with another Throwback Thursday. So this one, we have a good property. This is a unique property for us. We had no idea what we were getting into with this situation, but it ended up being a really good situation for us. So basically, we wholesale a laundromat. We don't know anything about the laundromat industry here in Indianapolis, but we knew this one was in a good area of where a laundromat is going to do very, very well and bring in some great money for some people. So, and also there was a little tip that I want to kind of add on to of this one of just like making sure you get the most out of each deal, each and every deal. So anyway, so we picked up this laundromat. It got sent to, or the seller called us off of a mailer that was sent to him. He said he'd been collecting our mailers. He had them for a while. All of a sudden one day he hit that pain point and he was like, he was just ready to do something with it. So he gave us a call, went out there and assessed it. And basically we picked up this laundromat. It was over out on the east side of Indianapolis. And basically, once we got under contract, it was a unique one because it needed some work done to it. So the buyers on this side, and Randy will talk a little bit more about this. There need to be a little bit more due diligence and kind of figuring out how much rehab actually needed to be taken into this because the roof was leaking. There were tarps that were like hanging down into it, but we still knew it was a good deal. So Randy, when we picked this one up, we got this one under contract and stuff. How on the buy side or on the sales side, how did that go for you, man?
Yeah, so like you mentioned before, this is something that I've never sold a laundromat before, and no one on our team has. So it was brand new. On paper, it was a very attractive deal because it's pretty much self-running, and you can have it open 24 hours. So when I first email blasted this out, and that's all I did. I didn't really put the effort to push it hard because after the email blast, I was getting tons of interest because, like I said, on paper, it looked like a solid investment for the return of income every year that you're getting on it. But no one did bite at first. I had a lot of people will go by and take a look at it, but a lot of people that I'm selling to are buying houses. So this was not only new for me, but also something new for the buyers. Say, hey, I've never bought a laundromat before, so I don't really know how to go about running the numbers. And we had very limited financial information on our end for what the operating expenses were. It's kind of just you know, a small spreadsheet from the previous owner. He kind of gave it to us and said, yeah, it makes around about 35,000 a year or something like that. So that was the big hang up for about a month or so with the buyers, just not really knowing how to underwrite that deal. And then also there were some repairs that needed to be done to the property. So that kind of slowed things down on the sales side. And then we just made a decision to say, hey, let's just throw it on the MLS and list it as commercial and see what happens. And I think the same day I listed it, I had two interested people, and then the very next day we're under contract for a very fair price for everyone. So we came out of this deal pretty good. But it basically was the same as selling a house. It was a cash deal. So there was no appraisals. There's walkthrough for their inspection. So everything on that end was the same as wholesaling a single family home. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's a learning experience. I would do another one, but I would have to have more due diligence on our end first, and kind of know the rehab scope before.
I would also have you put it on the market right away too next time.
Yeah,
um,
because we don't have a buyer's list for laundromats,
yeah.
so
So
everyone's
some
always gonna be interested in something like it because of the numbers. That's just how an investor thinks. But at the end of the day, you want someone who's got experience in buying commercial property like that.
Yeah. So and something that was unique with this one, so we did wholesale this one. So we took this one down. We own this one and stuff like that. So I will say that in between when we bought it and when we sold it, we had a date set for the closing, and it was like a week out. And then I was like, kind of in our head, we were kind of like, oh, there's probably money in those machines in the laundromat. Like not really thinking about that because we weren't operating it, so we weren't thinking about that before. So anyway, I went out there, myself and Ronnie went out there and pulled all the change out of the machines, out of the coin changers, stuff like that. We pulled $4,000 out of that place. So it's one of those things to just make sure that if you're in that situation that you can get every dollar out of there. That $4,000 is going to go a long way when it comes on that deal. So we end up making a really good profit on this one all the way around. So if you're looking to sell a laundromat, we're in the market. So we'll take down another one. But thanks a lot for this Throwback Thursday. We'll see you next week.